Hey guys, and welcome back to the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. This is the Thailand finals happening right now, coming to you live. My name is Arctic Shadow, and I'll be bringing you the cast for the rest of today. We are currently in the lower bracket finals right now, trying to find our second representative of Thailand. Will it be Hothead Gaming or will it be Play10Lose11? That is the question. I believe the draft has started. Let's go into it right now. It is going to be Towers of Doom. Finally, I think the teams are hearing me. I haven't casted a single Towers of Doom this entire circuit. This time around, we're going to see a fun map of Towers of Doom. Generally, it lasts quite long. It depends unless you snowball quite a bit. But other than that, I think Towers of Doom is one of those longer maps to play. So it's going to be interesting. And again, this is going to be a best of three, guys. So this is the loser bracket finals. One of these teams is going to play GDG9 in the finals later. And they will as well represent Thailand in the C regionals happening next week. We already have our other 6 teams qualified. Yesterday we saw the Filipinos play against each other. It was Renovation 1, 2, and 3, also known as the Resistance for 2 and Corpse Camping for number 3, as well as Skyline. Battle it out between themselves. Ultimately, Renovation 1 and 2 coming out on top. Renovation 1 not dropping a single game throughout the entire series. The day before, we had more HOTS action at night with the SG Pro League continuing on into its final day, where Resurgence and Relics played against each other for the number 1 and 2 seed, along with the prize money, almost double the prize money between the difference of first and second place. Resurgence ultimately coming on top, but of course Relics had glimpses of magical moments where they almost won the game. They were in front on numerous occasions. Unfortunately for them, Resurgence just held their ground and took it 2-0, not dropping a game throughout the entire series as well. And over a Malaysian finals last Saturday, we were able to get Black Sheep 5 and Sabun Gaming as the 2 Malaysian representatives. So today is the final Region 2 play, which is the Thailand ones, the Thais. So it's going into this game. Who will be the other representative for Thailand? Will it be Hothead Gaming or Play10Lose11? Let's wait and see. The map is Towers of Doom. Let's go straight into it. The bans are done. Diablo and Fausta banned out by Hothead Gaming. It's interesting to see the difference in contrast of hero pickups for different regions. In Singapore, Illidan is always banned out. We see it as being banned out every single game. But you see in the Thailand finals, Illidan is not banned out, but it's never picked up. And that's interesting. We do have a Tasada available on Hothead Gaming here. Illidan isn't banned out, and just as I said, I knew. We saw the Tasada early on. Illidan's probably going to get picked up here, along with maybe a Rhaegar, I think. That would be a good combination here for Hothead Gaming, and that would definitely pull them ahead. I would definitely give them the draft if they do that. But taking a look at Play10Lose11, it just seems like the Thai teams allow Illidan to get through a lot more than what we've seen before, which is interesting. It does look like they are shadow picking the Rhaegar now. I think that's fine. Are they going to finish it off with the Illidan though? That is the question. They do pick up the Illidan first and probably the Rhaegar, I expect, because Tassadas is going to be pocketing the Illidan the entire time. They do have the Li Ming to provide an extra burst in damage as well. Muradin is there too. So should be fine. Yeah, Rhaegar is going to be the final pick off. So pretty standard pick, actually, I would say. Hothead Gaming has a pretty staple composition. Illidan and Tasada for the front lines, along with the Muradin. Rhaegar in the back with Li Ming to provide the support that's needed. Li Ming with the burst as well. It's going to be pretty crazy. Play10Lose11. I don't really know what they can do to finish off the combination here. They do have the Dahaka and ETC in the front lines. Are they going to go with the solo Tyrande support yet again? We haven't seen it worked out in either of those matches that we've seen a Tyrande solo support, but it seems to be the case for most of these Thai teams, and it's not the same team that's doing it over and over again. We've seen it done with other teams as well earlier on with Goodbye Fraud, was it? Yeah, Goodbye Fraud. We saw them pick up the solo Tyrande support as well. It just doesn't seem to be working out. So I definitely don't like the lineup. It does look like they're going with an Uther, but then this worries me is that they don't have enough DPS. They only have the Greymane up front. Tyrande, yes, it does provide quite a bit of DPS, but not as much as you would like. She doesn't do a huge amount of burst versus, like, you know, other heroes for sure. So if you're going to pick up an Uther, I don't think the Tyrande was necessary, to be honest. So I'm a bit on the fence here about Play 10's draft. They will finally finish it off with the Uther, which again, I think it's fine. They definitely needed a secondary support for sure, but it's just whether or not they should have picked up the Tiranda in the first place. So the full lineup is going to be Dahaka, Tiranda, ETC, Greymane, as well as Uta for Play10Lose11. Over on the blue side, Hot Hit Gaming is going to be Rhaegar, Illidan, Liming, Muradin, and Tasada. Right now, just based off the draft, I haven't seen Hot Hit Gaming play yet, but just based off the draft, I have to give it to Hot Hit Gaming. They have the Illidan Tasada combination, which is, as mentioned by some of the Resurgence players yesterday when I met them, is just OP right now when you have that. It's just so hard to deal with, and you have a Rhaegar to provide the secondary support as well, and two staple picks in Muradin and Li Ming as well to provide the support needed for the Illidan to just continue on and burst down the heroes. So I have to give the draft to Hothead Gaming right now, in my opinion. But who knows? Execution-wise, maybe Play 10 will come out on top. Maybe they'll get a couple good latches. ETC might go with a good power slide into a mosh pit, and they could get a 5-man team. Why? Who knows? Anything could happen in the world of Heroes of the Storm. So let me know who you think had the better draft here in the Twitch chat. Again, I don't actually follow it while I'm casting in the matches up, but I will definitely check them out after the games and get your opinions and get your ideas. I definitely want to discuss these things with you. But let me know who you think won the draft here between Hot Hit Gaming and Play10Lose11 in this game number 1 of a best of 3 series. Of course, thank you for tuning in. For those of you that have been with us since the beginning, thank you so much for your support. We had a short break earlier on. Now we are in the losers bracket finals. These two teams playing against each other. While Greed is good 99999 plus. GDG 9 plus will be waiting for them in the finals. They have already qualified for the C regionals happening next week, guys. So do bookmark your calendars. Next Saturday and Sunday, we will have all 8 teams, the top 2 from each country representing their nation, playing against each other. They will have respective LAN events at each country as well. So make sure you guys head down to the LAN cafe, get the details from your respective countries, head down to the LAN cafes and go support your team. They definitely need it. They're not really playing against each other. It's more of like a nation's pride kind of thing. So make sure you guys check it out, find out where they are playing it, and go on down there. Well, right now we're still waiting for the teams to join up. I believe everyone has finally joined up. It is going to be... Hold on, did they switch sides again? I'm just letting the admins know they might have switched sides again. Because it does seem like Alice is on team 2 on the red team. So just letting the admins know so that the overlay won't be screwed up later. It seems like they like to do this a lot. So Play 10 will be on the blue side in the game, and Hot Hit Gaming should be on the red side in the game later on. So it does look like they are going to start up soon. Yeah, the game is starting up. Yep, so that the overlay will be switching in the game later on. So just no confusion there for either side. So yeah, again, thank you for tuning in. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Razer, our official peripheral sponsor, as well as XSplit, our official streaming partner. I hope you guys can't see the sweat. It's pretty hot here in the studio. But yeah, thank you to our sponsors. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to bring this live broadcast to you guys. We wouldn't be able to power through on this. Oh, thank you. I got some tissue from the admin, but yeah, we won't be able to bring you this live broadcast. Do make sure you head over to Twitter as well and tweet at us HGCSEA so that your tweet shoutouts could appear on stream and be featured as well. So loading screen is up. We're moving into Towers of Doom, guys. This is going to be the best of 3 game number 1 happening right now between Team Hot Hit Gaming on the blue side, going up against Team Hot Hit Gaming on the red side. Play10Lose11 will be on the blue team. Have your predictions ready. Go over to Twitter and tweet at HGCSEA. Who do you think is going to win in this competition? Do make sure you do that. Of course, there is a slight delay in the stream, so be wary of that as well. The map is going to be joined up right now on the blue side. Play10Lose11, Coupe on the Li Ming, Freedom on the Tasada, Scarecrow going to be playing his Illidan, Lele is going to be on the Muradin, and Kitcherak is going to be on the Rhaegar. Over on the right side, we will have Hot Hit Gaming, Arata, is that how you pronounce his name? Oh, yes, Arata on the Greymane, Budapest I guess he's from that country. Budapest is going to be on the Tiranda. TNK is going to be on the ETC, as it looks like it. And Peiji is going to be on the Dhaka, while Alice is going to round it off being on the Uther, I assume. Alice, of course, is one of the few girls that play competitive. We also have Salis and Chrissy Ng from Singapore. I believe one of the team members of, what's that called? Of Goodbye Fraud is also a female, so it's good to see more and more females playing in the competitive scene. Hopefully we can start to see more support for them, as now we see a latch in now onto Lily on the Muradin. Almost getting taken down there. Unfortunately for the red side, will not be able to do so. Tasada with the shield will keep him alive, and he will be able to back off safely. The Haka now going to teleport to that brush at the top lane. He's going to go up against the Tasada. Gonna have a pretty hard time at the top lane. Li Meng could have been in some real trouble there. Arcane off. He's gonna get spotted here. He has to be careful. Alice is gonna spot him out. No Hammer of Justice just yet to stun him out. And she will have the support of that Muradin as well to keep her safe. So that's fine. Li Meng now coming in from the side again, just spamming it out a bit. Both teams just rotating between lanes. Alice could be in some trouble here. She has to back off here. Hammer of Justice in onto Muradin, but she's not going to be able to keep alive, is she? She will be, in fact, be able to get behind the gates, and she will be fine. She will herf back now. Not too sure why she cancelled that out for a second. I think she wanted to help her team just in the nick of time, but she actually will be able to herf back to her base. And she, as the altars are about to spawn, there's going to be a 3 altars spawn, guys. So since we haven't really casted this map for a while, for those of you who are new to Heroes of the Storm, this is Towers of Doom. What happens is your core is actually protected and you can't directly attack it. What you have to do is take control of these altars that will spawn randomly throughout the map at different times. And you just have to basically missile them down slowly. So this time around, we're going to see 3 altars spawning. Bottom lane, we're going to see Illidan there. She's going to give up on a top lane. The blue side will secure 1 for themselves. Peiji is there to try and stop this out. Latch not going to connect. He's just trying to delay this right now, as both sides will be able to get themselves 1 altar each. Peiji, though, is probably going to pay for his life. He's going to burrow himself into the ground, but just for the meantime, as he gets taken down, Illidan now, he's getting chased down by the red team. Tasada probably going to be able to channel this out just in time, and he should be fine. Illidan now backing off a little bit. He should be okay too. Tasada coming from the side with the Psionic Storm. But that's just going to be some harass. Hothead Gaming now falling 1 level behind on play 10 here. I think the draft was wrong, maybe. Was it? I'm not sure. I'm so curious. I thought play 10 was the one that drafted the Tiranda. Yeah, I think it was swapped around during the drafting phase as well, because I'm getting a bit confused. I thought it was Illidan that was on the Hothead Gaming, because I remember giving it to, yeah, it was swapped around. So again, sorry for the confusion there, just a bit of admin work. Hothead Gaming was the one that actually picked up the solo Tiranda, the Tiranda and the Uther. I thought it was Play 10 that did it, so I have to say Play 10 won the draft, not Hothead Gaming that won the draft. My apologies there, as I got a bit confused by the overlays. Muradin again now at this middle lane, now Play 10 ahead by 1 level so far. Does look like they are in control of this map. They look like they want to try and push down this bottom lane. They will be able to get the towers down, with the rest of Hothead Gaming making their way towards that middle lane. Here comes Coupe though on the Li Meng along with the Rhaegar, trying to maybe set something up here. No, they're just going to clear out the creep waves. Top lane though, Dimensional Shift going to be used by Freedom to get away, while Hothead Gaming just deals with the camps, trying to push down those towers as quickly as they can. Muradin now going to bump into the ETC. A quick face melt just to push him away, as the next 2 altars are going to spawn. I believe it's just going to go 1 apiece. I'm not too sure if PTLE, Play 10, wants to actually contest this. They might try to go for it. They do have that level 7. They are 1 level ahead and 1 talent tier ahead as well. Peiji now going to find some trouble here. Thunderclap going to connect as well. Sonic Storm going to be used, as Arata and Peiji are going to actually channel this out there. Arcane Op well placed to cancel out both though. Sonic Storm going to cancel it out as well. Illidan will be able to get himself the altar. And now Pagey, channeling just in the nick of time. Going to get cancelled out here. In goes the Muradin. He himself could be in some trouble though. Stun's going to connect. Pagey dropping low. But the shield by the Tasada will keep him alive, but not for long as he gets taken down. Now Pagey has to retreat back into his base, but Arata is going to fall. So both the Greymane and the Tyrande are going to fall for the red team as they cannot hold the defense any longer. Team Play10Lose11 will secure a double altar for themselves, bringing the HP count to 24 for the red team, and this is not looking too good for them. So Play10Lose11 are pretty much ahead right now by a full level, as Illidan again going to continue doing those siege camps and minions to try and push down. What you want to do is, once you take a clash, of course, is to take down a wave of forts. The reason being is you take control of the forts and you get an extra missile during the altar phase. You also force the team to constantly have to go back to defend that, and then that allows you to go to another lane and take the next fort. So that's what we call the fort trading. As we now see ETC power slide in onto the Muradin. Again, the Q with the Stormbolt gonna miss. TNK there could have been in some trouble if Stormbolt actually hit there by the Muradin. Middle lane, we're going to see the two supports going up against each other. Ellis taking on the Tasada. We do see the Haka at the top lane. It's going to give them some soak. But let's look at the blue side. They are just converging in onto this bottom. They want to go for this fort. They want to take control of this. And I think they should be able to do so with the help of those siege minions as well. Look at how fast it drops down. The ETC goes in with the missed power slide, and that could cost him his life here, taking quite a bit of damage as the blue team gives chase. But it does look like they just want to go for the fort, and that's exactly what they are going to do. And this is where the fort trading probably might start. Now, ETC with the power slide in onto the Muradin, who has his level 10 now. Avatar Budapest is going to drop. Tyrande falling there. TNK going to be able to get behind his lines. Here we see the Rhaegar with the Ancestral Healing going to pop that Muradin right back up. And the objective is going to be secure there as they pick off that bottom fort. That's not going to be good for the red team at all. Now they have to deal with that, and they have to defend that, and the timing couldn't be worse. Next altar is going to spawn, and it's going to be a solo altar. And if the blue team is going to be able to get that, that's going to secure them 5 damage onto the red team's core. So they definitely can't give that away for now. Tasada looks like he's making his way towards that top. Does he want to try and take down that camp by himself? Doesn't look like it. Altar is going to spawn while the red team has to deal with this bottom tower and bottom fort. It does look like Muradin, as well as the rest of his entourage, is pushing in, trying to stop them from getting that, while Illidan just channels out that altar. So nice 5 damage to the core as well for the blue team. And this is just starting to look really bad for Hothead Gaming as they fall behind. Now 19 more missiles and they will lose this game. Again, blue side now just pushing in on these siege minions. That's another way you can do damage to the siege to the core if those siege minions are able to. Coupe dropping so low. Divine Shield going to be thrown up onto Greymane, who finally finishes him off, jumping in and tearing him apart. Lily Lee now on the Muradin. Avatar going to be used, stunned in onto the Greymane, who could be in some trouble himself. He's going to disengage away. Not just yet. He finally falls. Alice on the Uther dropping really low. We'll be able to get behind and back lines and survive for now. Li Ming though is going to fall earlier on in that clash. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade for both sides. And the blue side, they're just trying to hold on as best as they can onto this bottom fort here. Now stunned in onto the Dahaka. Force Wall going to be used as well to try and stop him from getting behind his defense line. And they will, in fact, be able to get those siege minions in, doing further 3 damage for themselves. That's really, really good for them. Blue side now 16 missiles away. 16 damage away from taking this game. So Play10Lose11 now securing nice force wall again, blocking him out. Arcane Up going to follow through. Ooh, the TP there, a bit too dangerous, I think. He was able to get away alive, of course. Excuse me. As now Muradin pushing down this middle lane. Next altar is about to spawn. It's going to be a 1 altar again. So thankfully for the red side, they only have that 1 altar to deal with. Taking a quick look at the Talentia pickups as well before we go into the next fight. But no, Illidan at the bottom lane going to find Greymane. Greymane could be in some trouble. He will have to back off safely. And taking a quick look at those Talentia pickups. Wave of Force on the Li Ming. Force Wall on the Tasada. Metamorphosis on Illidan. Avatar being picked up by Muradin, as well as Ancestral Healing on the Rhaegar, so nothing too out of the ordinary. The Haka picking up Isolation. ETC with the Mosh Pit Starfall on the Tyrande. Greymane with his Go for the Throat and Divine Shield being picked up by Uther. Again, nothing too out of the ordinary from either side. Both going the pretty standard build. A pretty strong teleport focus build on the Li Ming, as well as now they try to maybe set something up. Force Wall again as ETC uses the power slide to try to get away. They just don't want to allow them to get this bottom fort. They're defending this so strongly. 11 more damage to the core and down they will lose. They do have the siege minions again pushing down the bottom lane. The red team will try to defend this as much as they can. Will they be able to successfully do so? It does look like they will be able to take one down, but the other two are gonna not get in just yet. ETC with the power slide, no. They will get through, and 2 more damage, actually 1 more damage will be dealt to the core. So just 10 more. And they will lose the game. So they are trailing really far behind, even though they're leveled on EXP. Play10Lose11 very well ahead in this game right now as they set their sights now onto the middle lane. It does look like the red team will be able to pick off the bottom fort. That's going to help them a little bit getting back into this game and stabilizing a little bit. But the blue side, they do look like they're setting themselves up here for victory. All of them are standing in the brush. Al is in fact not going to spot them up. Pagey choosing the right position, not like the right path, not to go up in that way. Red team now just moving towards that bottom lane. Not too sure what they're trying to do here. Oh my gosh, it is going to be a 3 altar spawn. And the red team could very well lose this game right here. They are all at the bottom lane, and if this clash goes in favor of Play10Lose11, as Muradin, we see him now jumping in. Sun gonna connect as well as the latches on onto the Muradin. Avatar's gonna be used out. Greymane in the back lines, trying to dish as much damage as to Li Ming, but he is getting taken down quite low. He's gonna have to back off to his team. Nice Mosh pick there, catching 2. Will this be the play of the game? Starfall being thrown out here as Scarecrow dropping really low. Finally gonna use the Metamorphosis, but no! The blue team comes back into this, takes down 1, takes down 2. Rhaegar will play for his life. No support available for the blue team aside from the Tasada. But that will be enough, of course, as down goes the ETC. Pagey probably going to fall here as he tries to finish off Tasada, but the Dimensional Shift will keep him alive. Tyrande making his way towards that top, but Lili Muradin, he knows exactly what he's trying to do. He's going to try and stop him out. Tasada is going to channel down this altar. And guys, this could very well be GG here. Muradin holding still at his top lane. Tyrande going to try and stop him out as much as he can. He chose out the Storm, but here comes Illidan, and the channel is going to begin. Tyrande's stun going to connect, and I think they are going to be able to make it in time to defend this. Illidan needs to back off here, but the threat of the boss is going to be there. Of course, Force Wall going to be used, but just for the meantime, as the red team now make their way, pushing it through. They want to take this one for sure. And now the threat of the boss is where it gets dangerous. The red team, they need to pay attention at all times to the fact that the blue team can just win this by taking the boss. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're staying in that area to try and prevent that. We do have a replay available, so let's check out what happened there in that clash. As you can see here, Arasa going in from the back lines, having to back off. Divine Shield going to be popped up on him. Again, a nice Mosh Pit connecting on 2 there. Unfortunately for them, they did not have enough DPS and just down they went. Look at the resets from Li Ming as he goes in, takes 1 out, takes 2 out, takes 3 out. And Pagey, just a sole survivor while his other teammate actually ran away. Unfortunately for them, they weren't able to continue on, and down they go. Just the resets coming from Li Ming just proving to be too crazy strong. Now they are going to pick up the siege minions at this bottom lane while the blue team pushes through. They actually can't go for the boss here. Now ETC could be in some trouble. Divine Shield going to be thrown up on him to keep him alive. But that means that no Divine Shield for this clash, and they will be able to take down the bottom fort here. And now the red team has to deal with this. Again, with the threat of the boss constantly looming, the red team cannot actually go and defend this. They are in a huge deficit of a situation right now. Scarecrow now going in onto the boss. Muradin is going to wait in the brush. They need to bait this out. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to force the red team to fight one talent tier down. Now latch onto that Muradin, but no DPS to follow with Uta just being there. ETC now running into Illidan, getting chopped away there. Oracle going to be used to give them a little bit more vision themselves. Muradin going to back off with the Thunderclap. Now ETC with the power slide in onto the Illidan, taking quite a bit of damage himself. He gets bursted down. It could be the red team revival. Ancestral Healing going to be thrown up onto the Muradin, and he's going to pop right back up. But the red team will have a successful defense. But now 2 altars are about to spawn. They need to gain control of both if they want to even think about coming back into this game. Ilden, of course, is down now. We see an ETC power slide connecting onto the Tasada with the dimensional shift. Going to be able to get away. Budapest now running for his life against that Muradin, who has no mana. He might not even be able to drop toss away. That could have been a mistake there by the Muradin, dropping so low, but they don't want to finish him off. Greymane now chasing him down, but with the heals, what is the rest of the red team doing? They had the Muradin in their sights. They actually turn things around and go for the Li Ming, who they don't finish off as well. And now Muradin is topped right back up because of the Rega. And this is looking really bad. Divine Shield now being thrown up onto the Greymane, but down goes Alice soon, in fact, I think. Should be able to capture alive. Down goes the Li Ming. They finally finish her off, but Uther is going to fall as well. TNK trying to run for his life. Power slide away. Face melt Ilden once more though as he finishes him off. Lily Lee is going to drop in the background to the Dahaka. But the damage has already been done. Here comes Ilden, and you're not going to be able to stop him out there. GG is going to be called out as they will be able to channel it down, and I think it's just a mistake in their part. They had Muradin in their sights, but they did not finish off. Instead, they thought the Greymane would be able to kill him off. Instead, they turned around and went for the Li Ming, who they couldn't kill off, and that just led to the downfall of the team. Hopefully we'll be able to get a replay of what happened there. But again, congratulations to Play10Lose11, getting game number 1 in this first best of 3 series. We do have a replay available, so let's check out what happened there in the previous clash. If you take a look here, Lily was dropped really low and they just couldn't finish him off. Greymane went in. We had the Divine Shield available. Alice dropping low as well, kept herself alive for as long as she could, but she couldn't hold on that much longer, finally falling, and that just led to a chain of events with Ilden respawning and coming back in the right time. TNK couldn't survive there. He went in choppy, and down he went. Pagey in the background was able to finally take down Muradin, but that damage was already done. And they weren't going to be able to stop this altar push, and the GGs were called. So again, congratulations to Play10Lose11. As we take a look at quick stats here, hero damage on Li Ming, top. Tasada, siege damage actually top here. I'm actually surprised by that, but the Haka doing his job on siege damage, while Greymane with the hero damage as well on his team. So just really unfortunate there for Hothead Gaming. They will go 1 down. They're definitely still in this. They just need to win the next game to push this to a game deciding number 3. But Play10Lose11, again, 1 step forward to securing the slot in the Thailand finals and representing Thailand in C Regionals happening next week. So we're going to go for a short break as we prepare for the next game, guys. So make sure you stay tuned. You're watching the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. This is the Thailand finals. We'll be right back, guys. Pushing all 3 heroes back into the back lines. Avatar gonna be like Muradin to keep himself alive. Here comes the hammer, and Budapest gonna get taken down early on in this fight. Alice running for her life. She's gonna get popped right back up by the Devon Palm. So she's fine there. In the back lines though, Pagey dropping extremely low. Tirande gonna drop her Starfall before she fell.